donuts are encouraged. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Once again, we're on the LS swapped Camaro here. If you're new here, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and drop a sub if you can. Where we left off last video, I was fighting with the heater core in this thing, and I'll be honest, I just took a day and went ahead and knocked it out. It's almost impossible to record in there, and it was just a pain. But I can show you what I got done. We got the lines in, new heater cores in, all that's all done, and all the interiors back together. So that is a huge step forward because that was a total pain. But in this video, I am going to drive it. We are going to see about the oil pressure, and we're going to see about that rear gear and see if it's too much. As far as the oil pressure, it's either going to stay or it's going to leave. We'll both find out together. What else? Oh, tires. I did say something about that. I just went ahead and switched it back over to the stocks. They have decent tires on them. They're not new, but they're way better than what was on the other rims. The only thing left before we can drive it is to get some trans fluid in it. There's none in it. I drained it all when I pulled it out originally, however long ago that was, 6 months ago. So we'll get fluid in there, and then we'll get it outside, get it warming up, make sure we're still good on coolant, because I did lose some when I hooked the lines up, and now we gotta compensate for what's going to go into the heater core. So, and also either tomorrow or the day after, if it's still there, I'm gonna go pick up a new project car, so be on the lookout for that. I got some big ideas with it. I'll see what you guys think when I get it. But yeah, other than that, let's get putting fluid in this thing, and tomorrow, because it's already dark, we'll get it out and potentially drive it, see if it's gonna last or not. So alright, so got it outside. I got everything topped up, coolant's good on it, got fluid in the trans there. Unfortunately it snowed, so that's gonna be exciting, but I guess there's nothing left to do but to just drive this thing. So I'm just gonna hop in here and we're just gonna hit the town, maybe go down to Mexico and see what we can get into. Alright, so there is a vibration after about, I'd say 45. Not sure what that's about because it wasn't there with the other rear end, but what I think is going to happen is it's going to get a 9-inch. I'll just get one from Quick Performance or something. I got time to get that done. Just have to save up some money. But still holding oil pressure. I've been out cruising it for about an hour. It's just been good. Find a road down here in Mexico. We'll get on it a little bit. This gear though, gear is way too big, but I kind of figured that. But I'll come back once I find a road down here in Mexico, show you how she gets after it, because it's pretty good. Alright, so I've changed my mind. I got a popping noise going on back here. I'm gonna head back to the house and we'll get this thing jacked up and take a look at it, make sure that it's everything's all right. You hear that? You might not be able to. It's when I turn, so there it is. Not sure. I'm gonna go check it out though. All right, so we made it back home. The vibration is somebody forgot to tighten up the straps for the universal. So we're gonna need a new universal and the straps, unfortunately, which is not a big deal. Get them at the parts store. And also, we have a small leak going on. Not so small. The back of the tire is soaked and it's actively dripping. So the seal in the end of the axle here is not doing so hot. So I'm gonna tear that apart. And as far as the clunk that I was hearing, I haven't found it yet. What I'm assuming is happening is the rear end is in there doing this, because the perches that I put on this, the hole in them that locks into the bolt that runs through the leaf spring, the hole is a little bit bigger. Maybe I'll try to tighten the U-bolts up with an impact instead of just a wrench, see if that helps that. But if not, I might end up taking it apart, welding the hole shut farther, and then drilling it the size that the bolt is that goes through the leaf spring, the location bolt. But as of right this second, I'm gonna run and get the universal, the straps, and the bolts, and then I'm gonna tear into this wheel and see what I can find out in there. But other than that, we're definitely gonna have to get a gear, which is not too big of a deal. I'm probably just gonna keep driving it. I'll leave the gear alone for now and just keep an eye on the oil pressure as well. I did change the oil off camera and I changed the filter. Seems to be helping. It's idling around 35 when it's hot now, and when at RPM it's closer to 50, and then when you get on it it's up around 60, so that's way better than what it was, and I'm just going to keep an eye on it. But I'm going to get this stuff figured out, and then we're going to take it back out and we'll get some more video of it and actually get on it for once so you guys can see that. But I'm going to run to the parts store, get some parts, and then we'll be right back on this. Alright, so it's the next day. I got everything buttoned up, put the universal in it and all that. Unfortunately, the vibration is still there, and I think I know what's going on. When I put this car together originally, before I started YouTube, kind of a rookie mistake, but I had cut the drive shaft myself, welded it back together myself. I did leave the weight on it, I just moved it up, and I only cut off maybe 2-3 inches. But what I think is happening is the drive shaft's now spinning twice the speed that it was before, and I just don't think that I noticed that it was out of balance before because it wasn't spinning so fast, and that's the only logical thing to me. But I'm hoping that's the issue anyways. But and as far as this transmission, I'm probably going to replace it. It's real whiny and it shouldn't be. It was pretty rough on the inside, but still going to take it out. Still going to have a good time. And first I'm going to stop out here at the car wash and wash it off. It got pretty muddy from my backyard, but let's go have some fun. You know, still doesn't clean up too bad for, what is it now, 43 years old? Can't complain at all. Alright, let's go get it dirty again.
Alright, so just to show you guys how ridiculous this gear is, we're in third gear right now. It just blows the tires off. Like it's absolutely nothing. But it's a little obnoxious. I mean, it's not something I can't live with, but we are gonna knock her down a bit. Don't worry, I'm in Mexico. But trying to think of what else is on the list of this thing to get done. Gonna order the gear. Still gotta do fan wiring. Just all the little stuff before power tour. The project that I had in mind, it didn't work out. So I'm still in the market for one. But I'd really get on this thing, but I don't want to spit the dry shaft out of it, because if that's what's wrong, all it's going to do is wear out the pinion bearing, and it's going to wear out the bushing in the back of the transmission. So it does run and drive. Does it pretty good. Oil pressure still holding good up at 40. We're cruising right now. Temp's down, but it's also, I would say, maybe 40 degrees ish. It's actually really warm for Ohio. What is it, like February 2nd or 3rd? But just gotta keep on getting the little stuff fixed, man. One of these days it'll be reliable. And as far as the gear in the rear end, yes, Posse's cool, but for the road, limited slip will do just the same thing. I'll still be able to do burnouts, Posse. Nobody likes a one-wheel peel. But I don't know. What do you guys want to see me do with this thing? Drop a comment down below. Ooh, look, another intersection. You know what that means? That means donuts are encouraged. Man, I love this thing. Go build yourself something cool. You'll enjoy it.
Okay, so right after that clip, I ran into a couple of my buddies, and of course I had to show them a good time. We went out, and my one friend, Wes, he took a video, and it's too funny not to share. So, but I am going to have to teach him how to turn his phone sideways. So, here's that.
What'd you do?
Like I said, it was just too funny not to put in there. But as far as the car goes, it's doing great. Oil pressure's holding, rear end staying underneath of it. Somehow the drive shaft hasn't fell out yet. But I do need to figure some stuff out. The transmission making the noises it is probably not going to last too long. So I need to decide what's going on. Finding a T5 is like pulling hen's teeth. Good luck. I would really like to have a TKX, but at the end of the day, those are pricey. And I don't know. But also the rear end gear, it'll probably be fine. But at the end of the day, it does have the mini spool in it. And I was looking around, and I can get a whole carrier with a 411 on it, which is what I wanted from the beginning. And just throw that in there, and the Moser axles will be fine. They'll work with that, and it'll make first gear kind of usable again. But like I said, it's doing great. We never dropped oil pressure other than from cold to hot, but that's normal. What else with this thing? Probably gonna need some tires soon. Let me know what you guys would do for the trans anyways. Obviously it needs a drive shaft. I'm gonna have to get one either way. But I don't want to spend money on a drive shaft to fit this, the T5, if I'm gonna go the TKX. I'm just undecided on the TKX just because of the price of them. But at the end of the day, it would go in there and it would just work. And also, what do you guys think about the sleeper look? I do kind of enjoy it, other than all the mud on it right now. But yeah, I do apologize for the short video this week. I've had a lot going on, and if you're new here, I hope I earned your subscription. I do appreciate you guys watching, and let me know what's next for this thing. Drop a comment down. Let me know what you think. As always, I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.